Okay, good day to our recorded videos. Our first topic today is about the conic sections. So at the end of these lessons, the learner must able to define and identify what is a conic sections or what are the different types of conic sections. Then understand their fundamental properties, recognize their significance in geometry, and last, recognize whether an algebraic equation represent a circle, an ellipse, a parabola, or a hyperbola. Okay, for our topic outline, first we will define the conic sections. Then we will identify the different conic sections and define those. And next, possible on our next videos, we need to classify those conic sections using eccentricity ratio, and last is define or classify the conic section using the discriminant formula. So first, let's define what is conic sections. So in geometry, it is a shape that can be formed by intersecting a plane or cutting a plane with a double nap cone. So meron po tayong double nap cone. Minsan double nap, from the word double, ibig sabihin dalawa na cone. Ano naman ibig sabihin ng nap? Ibig sabihin ng nap, naka nose to nose yung cone natin. Ibig sabihin, pag may dalawa tayong cone, ito yung first cone, ito yung pangalawang cone. Yung parehong peak niya ay magkadikit. Okay? So, for you to understand what is double nap cone, so double nap cone has two cones sharing one apex. Pag sinabi naman nating apex, ano yun? Nagsishare siya ng isang, or nagsishare sila ng pinaka-top, or yung pinaka-highest part, o yung kung nasa may pinaka-edge niya, nagsishare lang sila ng isa. Okay? So, for example, ito yung unang cone, ito yung pangalawang cone, nakapag nose-to-nose sila, at yung apex na yon na tinutukoy ay ito. Okay? So, again, ano ang definition ng conic section natin? From this double nap cone, pag nag-cut daw tayo or nag-intersect tayo ng plane, makakabuo tayo ng different geometric shape. In other words, when a plane cuts through a cone at a specific angle, so later on we will discuss the different angles na magagamit natin or we need to remember to identify it is a circle or it is a ellipse or ito ay parabola or a hyperbola. And from that angle, we have an outcome or resulting the intersection, nagkakaroon tayo ng conic sections. So conic sections have distinct properties and equations that define their shapes. Like this, if we cut here a plane, di naging straight line. Ulitin natin. So pag nag-cut po tayo ng ganito sa plane natin, possible ganito yung magiging shape natin. So from this, anong shape to? It is a circle. So pag medyo pa-slide, nag-cut tayo, ang mabubuo natin ay this shape, ellipse, and so on. So, to visualize more, if you have a piece of paper beside you or near you, try to create a cone, one single or one nap cone lang, o isang cone lang. Then, try mong gupitin siya ng paganto, straight line. Ano mangyayari? Diba? Makikita mo, pag hinarap mo ngayon yung butas ng cone sa'yo, makakagawa ka ng circle. And so on. So later on, we will discuss, furthermore, we will discuss what are the specific angle. We need to remember para malaman natin kung anong kind of conic section siya. So, at the sections of the cones, let's consider first a fixed line. So, we name it as line L as shown on our screen. No, line L is a fixed line, or it is our reference line that we will input later on our cone. Beside that, we will use another line named line M, and take note, line M is inclined. Ibig sabihin, nakaslant, no? Then, the relationship of line M and line L, no, creating an angle APA between them. And also, na meron tayong intersection dito sa part na to. At i-denote natin siya as point B. Using this simple concept in geometry, let's input this on our cone. Lagay lang natin. So sa vertex, yun ang magiging apex natin. Okay? Then, si L, siya yung magiging axis of the cone natin. Kumbaga, yan yung fixed line na magiging reference ng ating mga angles. Then M is our rotating line, no, to generate or rotating line is a generator of the cone. Okay. So now let's identify the different conic section formed when the plane cuts the naps. And please take note, we are now excluding first the vertex. Alisin muna natin yung vertex. Okay, so ibig sabihin pag inalis yung vertex, hindi tatamaan yung pinaka-apex natin. So ayan yung fixed line natin. Ito yung rotating line natin. Then I put the alpha angle here, no, or the angle alpha. Kasi kung maalala nyo sa geometry, di ba? Kapag meron tayong two lines, ang angle neto ay iisa. Tama po ba? Yes, no? So kindly recall your congruent angles. Okay. Then, sabi nga natin, gagamit tayo ng planes para mag-cut sa kanila. So this symbol, no, use as a plane. And this plane will have a relationship to the L dun sa fixed line natin. So magkakaroon tayo ng additional angle at tinatawag na natin tong angle beta. So ito ay tinatawag nating beta. Ito ay alpha. Okay. So what if our beta is equal to 90 degrees? Or when the plane is horizontal. So, lagay natin dito. Ayan, horizontal. Ibig sabihin, pantay lang siya. Nakahiga lang. Flattened lang siya. Ang paggupit natin, isang straight line lang na pantay. So, may beta yan or equal nga yan kay 90. So, in better visualization, let's have this. Okay. So, nasa ng angle natin dyan? Ito po yung reference natin. So, ito ay perpendicular. So, 90 degrees to. So, as you can see, ano magagawa nating shape pag ang beta natin ay 90 degrees? So, we will have our circle. Okay? So, by definition of circle, before that, so later we will define the circle. So, we will just cut first. No? So kung hindi niyo naiintindihan yung pag-cut natin, kumuha kayo ng 4 na papel, gumawa kayo ng 4 na cones. Then saka nyo gupitin, depende sa mga angles na ibibigay natin. So una, 90 degrees, so pantay lang na paggupit, straight line. So pag tiningnan mo yung butas niyan, magiging circle yan. And tips ko din, no, pakitape yung dulo ng cone para hindi siya bumubuka. Okay? Next, what if yung beta daw po natin, paano basahin to? Si beta daw ay mas malaki kay alpha. So, beta is greater than kay alpha. And also, beta is less than kay 90 degrees. So, paano po yun? So, ito yung plane natin. Medyo nakatilt siya as you can read or you can see here on our screen. But, no, nagbabounded pa rin siya kay curve. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya lalagpas dito sa ating cone. Hanggang dito lang sa pinaka-edge possible. Basta bounded, hindi lalagpas dun sa ating cone. So, ang beta nga natin is greater than alpha or less than 90 degrees. So, what will be our shape? So, for better representation, let's have this. So, ito po yung reference natin na angle. Kung mapapansin nyo, less than 90 yan. Yung beta na yan ay less than 90. Sir, bakit nyo nasabing less than 90? Bakit ko nasabi? Di ba ang 90 degrees pa ganyan? May perpendicular. Eto, medyo umangat. Gumanyan. So, less than 90 nga yan. Okay? So, ang mabubuo natin is an ellipse. Okay. For the next part, what if yung alpha natin ay equal din daw po sa ating beta. O, equal lang daw sa kanila. Ano kaya mangyayari? At paano po naging equal? Ibig sabihin, etong line na to, yung red line na to, pareho lang din. So, kung magkakat tayo, same lang din ng angle na paganyan. Okay? O kaya dyan, o kaya dito, o kaya dito. And, sabi nga sa definition natin, unbounded na sa curve natin. Ibig sabihin, lalagpas na siya sa ating cone. Okay? So, kung 45 degrees to, ito din ay 45 degrees. Ito sa reference niya. From here to here, 45 degrees din dapat. So, for better representation, kaya ganyan. Pwedeng ganyan din po, no? So, kasi ito, similar lang din dito. Yung angle nito, similar lang din dito sa angle nito. So, ayan. So, ito po yun. Yung angle niya. Or, so mas maayos. Basta pantay dapat dito. Ulitin natin. So, ito yun. Ito yung angle na yun. Yung beta natin ay equal kay alpha. So, ang mabubuo po natin is a parabola. And lastly, if our beta is equal or greater than 0 and less than to our alpha. So, not necessary na pinaka-straight line naman daw siya, di ba? Or pinakahiga siya. Ano ang kailangan? Basta yung beta natin ay greater than 0 or less than alpha. So, pwedeng possible po, ganito po yung magiging cut natin. So, take note, two unbounded curves na po ito. Kanina, sa circle, sa ellipse, or sa parabola, isang cone lang ang ginagamit natin. Ngayon, dito, two cones na. Parehong cones na. And those two cones, parehong two unbounded curves. Parehong lalagpas na siya. Okay? So, for better representation, ito na po yun. So, ito yung angle po natin na yun, no? Mas malaki siya kay 0. Pwede siya maging 0. Paano siya magiging 0? Kapag straight line po yung plane natin. Pwede po siya maging 0. Paano yun? Pag nandito po yung cut, 0 po yan. Okay, pero ito, greater than 0 to. Itong cut na to is greater than 0. Okay? So, anong image or anong shape ang magagawa natin? It is a hyperbola. Okay? So, that's the definition of our conic section. So, hopefully, you understand our first video. The second video is about... before we have our second video, let's cut first, in our cones, use with a vertex muna, including the vertex. So, kanina, hindi po tayo dumadaan sa vertex, di ba? Nagka-cut tayo, hindi tayo dumadaan dito sa gitna na to. So, ngayon po, i-include na natin yan. So, may question. Curves pa rin po ba ang magagawa natin? Let's see. Okay. If the plane intersect exactly at the vertex like this, now may mga different cases po tayo. For example, katulad ng circle na equal daw kay 90 degrees or yung beta natin ay mas malaki kay alpha, then the plane intersect the vertex exactly at a point, no? Sa point lang po siya magi-intersect. Kahit pag ganito po siya, no, naka-tilted, sabi nga, 'di ba, mas malaki kay alpha, point pa rin po yung makikita lang natin diyan. Kumbaga, gumawa ka ng dalawang cone, ginupit mo yung nasa gitna. Ano makita mo? 'Di ba yung dulo lang, yung apex lang. So ganun po yun. Next, aside from that, kung katulad ng parabola tayo na equal yung angle niya at dadaan lang din siya kay vertex, anong mangyayari? Makakagawa lang tayo ng isang inclined line or straight line. And kapag katulad ng hyperbola, no, na greater than or equal kay 0 pero less than kay alpha, ang ating beta, so ano mangyayari? Magkakaroon lang po tayo ng intersecting straight line. Bakit? Diba itong part na to nakat, itong part na to ay nakat din. So parang pa-x lang yung nangyari sa kanya. Okay? Therefore, in conclusion, the intersection between a plane and the cones can result in various configuration. O mas tinatawag natin siyang degenerate conics. So, it is possible na point siya, one line, two lines, or two intersecting lines siya, showing the diverse ways these geometric elements can interact. So, before pala, during our grade 7, grade 8, in our linear problems, so we're already discussing the conic sections. However, hindi lang na pinapavisualize sa atin kasi medyo marami ng topics or marami ng concept na kailangan intindihin. So, we are already done in computing this, di ba? In plotting the points, creating the lines or graphing the lines, and knowing their intersections. So, ngayon po, magpo-focus lang tayo dun sa different conic sections excluding the vertex. And again, from the next video, we will discuss the types of the conic section and its definitions. Okay, goodbye as of now.